Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast, where forward-thinking business leaders come to share their experiences and ideas, learn from each other, and amplify their results together.
Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast. This is a sales software review with SocialBee. We have the co-founder and CEO, Ovi Negrain,
Close enough. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
We have Ovi on to talk about SocialBee, its capabilities, where they're headed in the future. Ovi, I will let you start from here. How did SocialBee get started? Tell us about the platform. We'd like to know.
So we actually started together with my co-founder and I working on a different project. It was called Nugget. It was an app that brought quotes from business and personal development books. And it was actually quite hard to turn that into a business per se. But in trying to grow that startup, we stumbled upon some techniques and we built some technology to grow our audience on social media and to get the most out of social media. This was some 8 years ago. And at one point, we realized that that product is really hard to turn into an actual business. But people were asking us what we've been doing on social media and in the fact that it works. And when enough people asked us, we thought at one point, okay, let's see if there's something here. And we managed to sell a very, very rudimentary version 1 of SocialBee that was just like a hacked together version of Google Sheets and Zapier integrations and posting through other platforms and so on. But by being able to sell such an early version, we knew that there was a need for such a product in the market to save our customers a lot of time on social media. And then we just focused full time on SocialBee some 7 years ago.
Awesome. So 7 years that you've been focused full time on SocialBee. And SocialBee it's a platform for like posting content. Do you can someone create content on there as well?
Yeah, so basically we run all-in-one social media management solution. We started with the publishing part, so we now integrate with all of the major networks. You can post directly on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, and so on. And we offer a lot of tools besides the posting part. I'm sure we will get into it a bit more, but we also looked into the everything that's happening now with AI. So we're helping our customers actually also generate the posts with AI. You can integrate your Canva into SocialBee, so it's really easy for you to also create images. And then we also have a marketplace of service providers that can help you, so you can find an agency or a freelancer that is a SocialBee certified expert that can actually also create the social post for you.
Wow. So that's actually a lot more than I even read from the website.
Yeah, I didn't even mention that we have a very thorough analytics module and our Engage module, which is like a unified inbox type of solution. It's in beta now, but it's going to be coming out of beta soon. So it's quite powerful as well.
Don't worry, you'll be able to show us later. But just formal question here, plain words for the audience. What problem does your software or platform fix?
We help our customers save time while managing their social media. And a lot of people are seeing social media as a drain on their time, while with our solution, they can basically schedule all of their content and manage all of their content in one place, in one go. So very quickly, they can make sure that their social media are being taken care of and that they can grow their business through social media without them spending too much time on social media and without them maybe going on the different networks. And then we know how that goes when once you're on Facebook or on TikTok or Instagram, that's just a rabbit hole for you to go down on into. So basically we save a lot of time.
Awesome. So like, as social media has all types of people on it. Just about every business, creator, influencer, they're on social media. So like, what type of buyers do you serve best?
I would say we have 3 main buckets of customers. One would be the solopreneurs. Here it's maybe a professional coach or a professional speaker, somebody that basically makes a living off of their knowledge. The second category would be mostly small and medium businesses, and mostly in the services space. So we do have people that have also e-commerce stores and things like that, but most of our customers tend to be in the services space. And here it can be maybe a real estate agency, or an accounting company, or somebody that again is more in the knowledge space. And then the third category are just marketing agencies and marketing freelancers that run the marketing for their customers through SocialBee.
Okay, cool. So as I'm sure you know, there's multiple like platforms out there that allow you to schedule posts and on different platforms, make strategies, etc. So what differentiates you from other platforms? Like what makes SocialBee special?
Yeah, so we have a few things that actually make us special. One, most of the platforms out there are queue-based platforms. So if we just think of Hootsuite, who's probably one of the biggest platforms and one of the oldest on the market, they just have the one queue. So basically, if you want to share content across your social media, you add things to your queue. As posts go out of your queue, at one point, nothing goes out unless you put new content in. And then the other problem is that because you have this queue, if you want to have a proper mix of content between, let's say, your promotional post, your curated content, maybe some third-party testimonials, and so on, you have to be mindful of that and mix and match them in such a way that it's not that if you just sat down and wrote 10 promotional posts, your next 10 posts will just be promotional. So in SocialBee, basically, we have this system of content categories where you add your content into the various categories, and then instead of saying I want this one post to go out, let's say Monday at 2, you can say I want a promotional post from this category to go out Monday at 2, and then we just take whatever next post is in line. And even more so, and this is very helpful for smaller companies, if you have content that's evergreen, so content which is relevant today as it will be a few months or even years from now, you can also choose to recycle it. So basically, as I told you, we go through those categories one by one with the posts. And then when we get to the end, we can just jump to the first post again, and then we recycle that content for you. And you can create variations for this post. So it's not always the exact same post next time it gets shared, but it can also be the exact same post. So this would be one major thing. Another thing that I'm quite proud of is our customer support, because we do offer even one-on-one calls, either as demo calls or to like if people have specific questions or issues with our platform, and our support is quite powerful. And then the third one would be this part where we do help our customers also find like a third party professional to help them with their content. If they don't have time for them to use SocialBee at all, they can just find somebody that then manages SocialBee for them.
I mean, I gotta say, it sounds good, but if you'd like to show us, let's check out this platform. Let's see what it looks like. Tell me about these. I want to see these capabilities, Ovi.
Sure, let's just dive in. One thing, and again, going back to Hootsuite, is that maybe by the time people will see this video, this dashboard will be totally redesigned, because we're in the process of doing that. We usually move quite fast with adding new features and improving our existing ones. But as I said, basically, you can connect all of your major networks. We can even post on Facebook personal profiles via our mobile reminders app, which most of the platforms out there cannot. So you can manage all of your networks in one place. As I told you, we have a category-based posting system. So basically, you can define the categories that you want. And then you can even pause a category to make it easy for you. If, for example, you have a category about like promotional posts around the holiday season, then if you go into each of these categories, you can see the posts that you have in there. We have post previews for most of the networks, so you can actually see them how they would look on each network. And then we have all sorts of ways for you to import content. We have a hashtag collection bank where you can save your important hashtags. And a very important feature that many of our customers use to save a lot of time, the RSS integration, where basically they can connect their blog post to SocialBee. So whenever they share a new blog post on their website, a new post is added automatically to SocialBee. And you can do this either for your own content or maybe for third-party content that you know you would want to share. Let me then show you real quick also the calendar, and we have some exciting changes here in the works as well. But basically, as I told you, you can see here how instead of sharing a specific post at a specific time, which you can still do, you are scheduling a whole category to go out at a specific time. So this way you can just like create your structure at one point, and then you just need to make sure that you have content in your categories, which will save you a lot of time. Let me then also show you how you can create a new post, because this is also quite powerful. So let's say I would want to create a post for LinkedIn and a post for Facebook. And here is where you would actually add your content. But we also built a quite powerful integration with AI where you can now just generate captions. And here we built a list, we created or curated a list of over 1,000 prompts, because anybody that's been using ChatGPT lately knows that it's all in the prompt. And basically, based on the different categories, you can say, okay, I want to produce a Facebook post about the benefit of, let's say,
using SocialBee.
let's say using SocialBee directly. See how that works. And I want this to be enthusiastic, and I also want this to have hashtag generated. And let's say I create 2 of such posts. And here, basically, in the background, we are using the API of OpenAI, which is what ChatGPT is using. So basically, you can see quite quickly it came up with some results. Let's say I like both of them. I will use both of them. And what you can see here is that basically it created 2 variations for the same post. And then, of course, you can just go in and make any changes that you might want. Let's say you want it to be a bit more like there's some more spacing in here. Let's say that the hashtags are also on a line of their own. You can then use the Canva integration. You can use our Jiffy integration and an Unsplash integrations to create images. You can even do some light formatting on the text. So it's quite powerful. And even more so, you can customize this for each profile. So for example, now that I created the baseline for my posts, let's say that on LinkedIn, I don't want to share the hashtags. I can just easily remove it from here. And now it's really custom for each different network. And then about posting times, we have quite a lot of power and flexibility here as well. Let's say I'm ready to share this post right away. I can do that. Or I can say, okay, I want this to be scheduled at a specific time and date, or multiple times and dates, actually. Or if you want, you can say, okay, I want this to be, let's say this is a product spotlight, and I want to requeue it so I can share this multiple times. But I can also say I want to expire it after this post was shared, let's say 2 times. And then you can also add a post as approved or not. And this is quite helpful. I'm not going to save this post right now, but this is quite helpful if you work together with an agency where, let's say, they create the post and then you can go in and approve it. We also have internal commenting, so you can discuss about that specific post.
Okay.
And then basically here under the next posts, you can actually see the posts that are being generated. Let me just pick, let's say, the LinkedIn here. LinkedIn profile here. You can see which dates. This is a list view, but we also have a calendar view, a grid view for Instagram as well. And then once the posts have been shared, of course, it's up for you to go and analyze to see how they worked. And then you can see here, we have quite powerful analytics on most of the networks. We just recently also introduced YouTube analytics. So basically, you can see both page analytics, but also post-level analytics, and then some interesting insights as well. So you can see in one place all of these analytics, which normally each network offers, but here you can have them in one central view. And you can even export them if, for example, you have a manager that you need to report to, or if you're an agency and you need to report this to your customer. And then lastly, as I mentioned, we have the engage module where basically you can see all of your comments, your DMs, your mentions in one place. We are already integrated with most of the major networks for the engage module, but we're working to integrate with all of them. And basically, this will also help you save even more time while you manage your social media.
Just quick question. I mean, I know we went over prompts before, so you can make custom prompts. I just want to like be clear about this. You could like add
Yes.
your own prompts in there.
It's actually quite powerful. And by the way, besides prompts, we also have the possibility to have the AI generate images. As you might know, on the images side, the OpenAI, so DALL-E, is not as good as the others, but our bet is that they will be par with them quite quickly. So we're using them as well. So yes, indeed, basically on the prompt side, you can write here whatever prompt you want. We also have this shuffle button where if you just don't know what to write, you can just like play with this until you like it. And then you can even save a prompt, either from the ones that we have or one that you created on your own. And then basically they come up here. And if you're working in a team, this will be shared across the team. So you can very quickly.
Just
Yeah.
quick question. So you have DALL-E integrated into SocialBee as well as OpenAI.
Correct.
Is there a way to integrate anything like Midjourney or uh you know the other
Mhm.
image creation platforms? Do you have like an API or anything that allows for that?
Well, no, because Midjourney and the rest, they don't offer such a possibility. But we also saw some previews of how the next version of DALL-E will look like, and they will just be on par with Midjourney. So we're waiting for that to be part of the API. But even DALL-E, as it stands now, for most of the use cases, it can really help you save a lot of time in creating at least that first draft.
No. But does the SocialBee itself have an API integration, if even if it were just an HTTP like connection?
We do have so basically we have also a Zapier integration, and here you can find out more about it. So we have a Zapier integration. We do have also webhooks, and we do have an API, but that's private. If somebody wants to build on top of SocialBee, they would have to reach out to us, and then if it makes sense, we can partner with them. We're working on having the API as an open API, but it has not been, to be honest, it has not been a top priority, because we do offer it as a private API for people that are a good fit. And then we're just focused on making sure that the platform gets better and better for all of our customers.
Great, great. Is there any sort of timeline on that? I know it hasn't been your priority, but
So the nice part is that we also have a public roadmap. I think I'm just sharing my existing the one tab, but basically, let me find it here under help. You will be able to see the public roadmap. So it really depends also on the requests that we get and on the interest that we get from our audience. Of course, on the public roadmap, we don't share like fully everything that we have. So for example, on the AI part, we have something in the works that's not on the public roadmap, but I can say it will be like truly amazing when it's going to be live in maybe 1 or 2 months. But you can definitely also influence our roadmap by checking the things that we have on our roadmap, or suggesting some new features or improvements, basically.
awesome, awesome. Well, with that said, I mean, SocialBee looks like a great platform. I'd love to try it out for myself. As a content creator, these are things that I'm always looking at, and I like to be able to make my job easier, right? Just as I'm sure other content creators, entrepreneurs out there are interested. Let's try to end this off with what is the pricing structure for SocialBee, and just give us that and we can like go from there.
We talked already about Hootsuite a few times, and I didn't want to take another jab at them, but basically you really lined this up for me really nicely. So basically our pricing starts from $29 per month, which is way cheaper than what Hootsuite offers, for probably more features than they have by now, at least for most use cases. So basically, the Bootstrap plan starts from $29 US per month, and the the main limiting factor between our plans are the number of social profiles that you can connect. There are some other features that are present just in some plans, but this is the main one. And with the Bootstrap plan, you can connect up to 5 social profiles, which for most small businesses, it's more than they actually need. And then it goes up to the Accelerate plan, which is $49 per month. And then the Pro plans, Accelerate plan has 10 social profiles, and then the Pro plans start from Pro 25 that has 25 profiles, and it's $99 per month.
Yeah, I mean that's awesome. I know it seems like I'm just setting you up, but I mean the truth is, like, this is business, right? You got to be willing to fight for your business.
Exactly.
Tell everyone the benefits. Okay, so great. I mean, SocialBee looks like a fantastic platform. I can't wait to try it out. I hope the audience watching this tries it out. You can find SocialBee by clicking the link below. Thank you very much.
Thank you as well.
See you, Ovi.
See ya.